Hello, welcome back to IT Landy Nugget courses. For today, basically, I am planning to talk about Scrum and Agile generally and how we adopt this process in IT Landy. Maybe I know there are plenty of videos and articles around Agile and Scrum, but I'm just trying to make it more sort of focus and around the approach we use. Maybe there's a benefit for someone, and you can either, use what we do, or you can follow others, in the implementation. However, without further ado, let me just show you how we do it and in a very simplified way. So let's have a look. What's the Agile Manifesto? Manifesto for Agile software development. Basically, we are uncovering better ways of developing software by doing it and helping others to do it, basically. So individuals and iteration cover different process and tools, working software, customer collaboration, responding, and so on. This is what they define the Agile Manifesto. However, what are the common Agile principles? First, make work visible, short iterations, don't go mad with length. We'll cover later on like the approaches like t-shirting, sizing, stuff like that. Inspect and adopt, self-organized team or self-organizing team, either testers or developers or DevOps and so on. Moving next, what is the Agile about? Agile is about delivering a value, either getting value for what we are trying to automate or deliver, so it's instead of all at once, or we deliver incremental and we retain a business value rather than just like development cycles. So this is sort of like a brief what is Agile. Let's have a look next at now who does what. So let's drill down into sort of like roles and responsibility in Agile world. So what we have one Scrum team, we have product owner, Scrum team, and Scrum master. You can see how many roles and what do you require for a specific project. We are talking about generally here, so we said like one product owner, budget and stuff like that, responsibility. Scrum master is the person who's in charge of arranging it's the bridge basically between the product owner and the team and managing the project end to end. And you go the dev team. In our area it's around 57 staff members. Again, these are just like I'm talking about IT&D, but in different basically projects you might end up with more than one product owner depending on the application you're trying to deploy. It could be more than one team, dev team, not could be, it will be most of the enterprise deployment like front end, back end, middle tier, and so on. And even the front end could be certain languages, APIs, identity, I don't know. It depends on how big is the project, how big is the team. But this is sort of like general around what we do at IT Landy. Moving next is the Scrum Master. What exactly is Scrum Master responsibility? The team Scrum expert, servant leader, protect the team, observe, coaching, facilitating, help the team, maximizing the business value and minimizing the issues. Who can be Scrum Master? Basically anyone can be Scrum Master. it is not a, I mean, when I say anyone can be, I'm referring to somebody with knowledge. But let's we just reverse ask these questions. Can be anyone Scrum Master? Is there a decision maker? Is there someone to act, to facilitate? Anyway, like, you cannot commit to date, budget, blah blah blah. Ensure the team healthy. Like full time, or part time. These questions you need to ask before, these are quality the Scrum Master need to have basically. If one of these Scrum Master doesn't have, if it cannot facilitate or make a decision, or cannot manage budget, or cannot commit, or cannot do coaching, then that might impact, the project. So you need somebody with this quality. Next is, who is the product owner? A person who establish the vision, product vision, optimizing the business value, represent and manages stakeholder interest, owns the product backlog, and monitor the project against goals and milestones investment. So the collaboration with stakeholder owns the backlog, the product, prioritize the backlog of work, establish the vision, and manage feature risk. So this person is so important, okay? Next is the team. We have cross-functional team, 3 to 7 people. They are self-organizing, self-managing. They are seniors, managing technical risk, managing and developing high-priority features, taking ownership, estimating the work, make their own commitment. Now, these are sort of like a high level what we do, and moving next is to roles of managers. They hiring, building the teams, getting feedback, assessment, career growth, organizing visions, priorities, product, and alignment, having a proper visibilities, and taking care of the basically all the requirements. Now next is what other concept we have with Scrum. There are other concepts, but I'm just going to focus on the stuff we work on. So you can see the economic prioritization examples, either equal effort or equal impact. Different example here, either like you can see like 8 days like approach, or 3 days, or daily approach. Again, what we are referring here, like for example, manufacturing companies, know that if you want to buy like inventory, so for example like parts, material, then they know how to this might impact of delaying production process. So cost of the company money, delay in production, impacting the business. So what we need to do around this one, we have to, that will impact basically the profit. So we have to, think about like, building the resources, making sure we take care of all these. We don't need to miss the market window. We don't need to miss the compliance, and making sure we are not out of part things. So if you compare the demand and requirement and jobs, so equal duration could be the first scenario where, time to refurbish the vehicle, cost, value, and, ensuring the selling as well. And if you go equal cost of delay, this impacting basically each car cost, for refurbishment and buying. And there are so many scenarios. I'm not going to go through this in more and more details, but the takeaway from here is it's making sense to take care of the planning for the team and being neutral, and the formula of like building, releasing, and controlling the life cycle, the full stack around, critical part, non-critical part, and so on. Now, definition of done in IT Landy. It's what makes story ready for production. Scrum team define it, applied every story. Some sample example like logging, telemetry, testing, code review, at least 2, scanning, and accessibility, and so on. Like these are the sort of given basically in definition of done. And like some of the funny user story are basically either you like it, not like it, accept it, not accept it, resend it, test it, and then log a bug. Now, this is what I have for us for today, and that was like part 1. When we come back, I will show you basically part 2, and then we can continue from there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.